Right, morning everybody. Now, today we're going to do something slightly different. I was watching a video the other day by Metal Detecting Face. Hiya mate, hope you're okay. And he was detecting up a stream. It looked quite interesting. And it got me thinking, because on a couple of my permissions there's also streams, and I was talking to him about this, and he said, well, get on with it. So that's what we're going to do today. The stream is behind me down in the bottom of that ravine there, and it runs up that way. And above the stream used to be a 16th century hall. Some of the remains are still there. You might have seen the remains and what have you in one of my last videos. So, Metal Detecting Face spurred me on to have a go at this stream. I've been meaning to do it for years, but to be honest with you, I've just never got round to it. So we're going to have a go today. We might not find anything, but you never know your luck. So, I'm going to work my way down there, and I'll see you when we get down in the bottom. Okie dokie. Well, hello again everybody. As you can see, it's quite hard going this. The stream's covered in undergrowth and all sorts. Anyway, we've got our first find, which is nothing to do with metal detecting actually, but it is very interesting all the same. That there is a piece of fossilised tree root that is 350 million years old. We'll just pick it up and have a look. You see the gorge here, or the ravine, is very, very deep all around me, very, very steep. Some nice fungus down there as well, but that's a 350 million year old piece of fossilised tree root. I'm not taking it with me because I've got quite a few of those at home, so I'm going to put it back down where I got it from. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Right boys and girls, I'm just making my way up the stream here, and I've found something interesting down, well I think it's interesting anyway. I'll just alter the camera so you can have a look at it yourself. Can you see that there? Look. It's not made out of metal, it's stone. And I'm fairly sure that that's a little stone cannonball. They used to have the peasants making them hundreds and hundreds of years ago, just to stop them having to cast them out of lead all the time. Now, I've read about these before, and I think they used to use them in a small cannon called a serpentine cannon. It's like an anti-personnel cannonball for shooting at troops, because there was a lot of activity around here during the Civil War with Oliver Cromwell and his mob. But that's what that is. That's a little stone cannonball. Hey, hey, that's a cracking find, that. Now, I've got a little bit further up the stream, and just in this bend of the stream here, there's a bottle down there. Can you see it? Just there. Oh, little bottle. It's got some writing on it. In fact, oh, I can actually see what it says without my glasses on. It says Henderson's Relish at Sheffield. Now this is if you've not heard of it, it's a very famous relish for putting on pies and stuff that they make in Sheffield. Normally the bottles are bigger than that, but they used to make these little tiny ones for poor people because they couldn't afford the bigger bottles. It might be going on for about 200 years old now, but I've found plenty of broken glass down there, but that's the first bottle that I've found, so I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, nice one. Little Henderson's Relish of Sheffield bottle. Thank you very much. Right my good friends, I think I've come to the end of the road as regards the stream. I can't get any further, but right down at the bottom of the gorge, buried in the banks at either side, are some what look like what's left of large pieces of fencing. I'll zoom in a bit for you. You see those there? They could have been there since the hall was there hundreds of years ago. Not quite sure, to be honest with you, but I think I've just spotted another bottle down here, if I can get down. You see it just there, it's just a little bottle. I've had a look round and I can't see any evidence of a bottle dumps or anything like that, but well, I don't know, that looks like might be a little perfume bottle. I mean, somebody's obviously just thrown it over the edge, because as I say, I've had a good look round and I can't find any evidence of a rubbish dump or a bottle dump, but I have just found an interesting piece of stone which could be from the hole. When I get further down the stream where it's a bit lighter, I'll show you it and see what you think. I just wanted to give you a good idea of what it's like down here. I mean, the size of the trees is unbelievable. They must be hundreds and hundreds of years old. All big beech trees and oak trees. I mean, some of them are absolutely enormous. I decided to have a bit of a detect at the side of the stream down here, and I've just dug a signal just here. Well, quite interesting really. It's literally just underneath the leaves on top of the surface really. If you can see it there, I think it's out of an old clock, or well, yeah, probably a clock. Well, that's quite a nice little find, that, probably a few hundred years old. Right, I'll just quickly show you this. Still on the bank at the side of the stream. I've just found this. I don't know what it is. Might be off an old lock or something. Part of the inside of a lock, or not entirely sure what. Right, boys and girls, I'm just detecting my way back down the stream. I haven't had anything to eat yet, but I'm going to very shortly. I've got a good signal down here. It came up about 82 on the scale. I've dug it out of this quite deep hole here, and it's just down there. I don't know what it is, because I haven't pulled it out yet. I thought I'd wait for you people and we'll do it together. So, that's what it is. Whatever it is. It's that. Oops, lost it. Ah, well, it's got a lot of green patina on it. It's big, it's heavy, and it looks a bit like bronze. Let's have a look. You see that? I don't know what it is. It's like pointed, flat there, with a lip on it. Bit curvy there. No, it's not one of them. I don't know. I wonder if it's an old plough point or something. It might be, I don't know. Anybody got any ideas? Leave me a comment. Well, I've just dug this up just at the side of the stream once again. It's lead. Well, I don't know what it is. It looks as though it could be some kind of lid of something. Do you know what I mean? It's like round there, pointed there. It could be you know, it's definitely a lid of something, but I don't know. It could be very, very old, that. Oh well, we'll get a bit further down the stream. I forgot to show you this. It's a piece of pottery that I found in the stream. Now, I'm no finds expert, but I do know a bit about pottery, and that's definitely medieval. It's wheel made, and it's got inclusions of grit and quartz, and that dates back to around about 14 or 1500, which puts it in the right time frame for when the hole was on the go, as you might say. It probably even came from the hole. But that's what it is. Piece of medieval pottery. Very nice. I'm going to take that home with me actually and put it with my collection. Right, boys and girls, I've come out of the stream because, to be honest, it was bleeding hard work. You know, with all the undergrowth and scrumming through. Anyway, I've come out into fresh air and sunshine now, above the stream. I've just took a plug out down here. I've narrowed it down to one little bit and I'm getting a bit excited. I'll show you why. You see that there? You see that silver edge? Now, the edge of it is milled, so I don't know, but let's have a look and see what we've got. Huh. Don't know what it is. Well, it looks silver anyway. Look at that, see it? I think it's Queen Victoria. What's it say that? I'll show it you anyway. You see that? Condition that's in. That's absolutely fantastic. I know I found some nice things down in the stream, but that has made my day, whatever it I don't know. I'm just going to turn the camera off a second and have a look at it with my glasses on. Now I've turned the camera back on. I can see what it is now. It's a very young Queen Victoria, 1 shilling, dated 1872. That is in absolutely fantastic condition. I mean, I know that this particular field is very well drained. Maybe that's why. But you can see that it says 1 shilling just there, and a very young, as I say, Queen Victoria just there. That is an absolutely marvellous find. I have never dug one of those up before in my entire metal detecting career. I'm very happy with that. Right, see you in a bit. Well, I'm just doing this bit of banking that's above the stream. I've got a signal down here, came up about 75. I've also discovered an ant's nest, which I'm not going to get too close to. Very, very busy little people. But over there, that's the find. Just a pistol ball. I'll just pull that out without disturbing the ants too much and getting bitten. There we go, little pistol ball. Probably from the 1700s, early 1800s. Well, there you go, another nice little find. Right, boys and girls, I've had enough today. I've been at it about 4 hours, something like that. Before I forget, in the previous video, when I was doing that experiment turning the copper coin into a gold coin, I'm going to put a close-up photograph of the coin when it was finished. Tom from Cheshire Metal Detecting asked me to do that, so I'll do that for you, Tom, anyway. Right, let's get on to what we found today. When we were down in the stream, we found this little bottle, which is a Henderson's relish bottle from Sheffield. It's probably about 150 years old, something like that, but it's a lovely little bottle, so that's that. Then we found this little bottle. There's no writing on it or anything like that. It might be a little perfume bottle or something like that, but it's very pretty. No evidence of a bottle dump or anything. Those 2 bottles, they probably just what somebody's thrown down the banking, and fortunately they didn't get broken. Anyway, so that's that. And then we found this little stone cannonball. As I said, I'm almost certain that that's from what they call a serpentine cannon. They made 3 different types. They made a big one, a middle one, and a baby one. And I think this was from the baby cannon. It's like an anti-personnel thing that they used to shoot at troops. Now I know that up on the top of that ridge up there, there's a village, and I read in a book that a landowner up there had his own private army, probably because he was a royalist. Now when Cromwell was round here sorting everybody out, he might have been on his way up there to give him a good pasting. You know what I mean? So that might be from then, I don't know. So that's that. Then found that piece of medieval pottery, which is definitely medieval, I know it is for a fact. Probably from about 1400-ish, something like that. So that was that. And then on the side of the stream, on the bank, we found this little, it looks like a lid of something. It's made out of lead. That's the inside of it. I haven't cleaned it out properly yet, but it's definitely a lid of something. I don't know what. could be very, very old. Could be very old indeed. Then in the stream we found this thing. I don't know what it is. It might be an old... Do you think it's an old plough point or something like that? It's very heavy. It could be made out of bronze. Lots of green patina on it. Not quite sure. Leave me a comment if you know. And then on the side of the banking where the stream was, they found that. Probably out of a clock. I had a good look round, but I couldn't find any more bits and pieces of the clock. So that was that. Then on the banking we found this. I don't know, piece of rubbish. Might be something out of an old lock or something. I'm not quite sure. Look, that's that. And then on the... just found this on the bank over there. Just a little pistol ball. Probably from 1700s, early 1800s, something like that. And that, there you go, that was that. And then the pièce de resistance of the day, as far as I'm concerned, that beautiful Queen Victoria shilling. I mean, that is really nice coin, that, in lovely condition. That's the other side where it says 1 shilling. There you go. And I think, if I remember rightly, the date on it is 1872. Yeah, that's right, 1872. I don't know whether you can see the date. I'll take a photograph and put it in the video. Okay, right, well, that's what we found today, my good friends. So thank you for joining me, and before I forget, a big thank you to all the new subscribers. I can't remember all your names, I do apologise, but you know who you are. So as I say, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next dig. Bye bye.